Luce, we are at the Montgomery Botanical Center. Now, they specialize in palms. They have over 120 acres and over 400 species of palms.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Patrick, I want you to meet our homeowner, Luce.
Good morning, Patrick.
Good to meet you.
Now, Patrick, you know a little bit about palms.
A little bit. I'm a botanist and I'm responsible for the plant collection.
What makes a palm a palm?
Well, it's pretty easy if you just look up there. Palms don't branch like normal trees do. They have a single growing point. There's some pretty neat differences on the inside too. I've got a sample of a hardwood and a palm to show you.
Now, when a hardwood grows, it increases its diameter every year and gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Palms are a little bit different. They set their diameter early and then they only grow upwards.
Now, in a hardwood, you have a very thin layer, 1/4 inch or so on the outside called a cambium. Now, that cambium layer has xylem and phloem, and that carries nutrients, water, and sugar up and down the tree.
Yeah, it's a little bit different with palms. With palms, the xylem and phloem is throughout the entire trunk. So if you get a little bit of damage on the edge, it won't kill the entire plant.
Yeah, if we damage a hardwood tree like that, it could cause it severe harm or even death. Now, we have a lot of palms here. Let's take a look at them.
Yeah. This is a beautiful plant. It's called a Puerto Rican royal palm. Really nice.
This is spectacular. Look at that. But I think it's a little too formal for your front
A
yard.
little bit too much.
It's got that nice smooth trunk. Really beautiful. This is another Puerto Rican plant. So there's a lot of different ways the trunks could look. This one's really spiny.
Ugh, boy, that's going to keep the neighborhood kids out of the front yard, that's for sure. What about this one over here? This looks like a clumping palm?
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's a clumping palm called the bamboo palm. It could work really nice as a hedge.
I'm not looking for a hedge.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of different trunk forms in the palm family. This is one called the Dipsis lanceolata. Interesting plant.
Looks like bamboo.
I like it, but I'm looking for more screening and low maintenance.
Well, we got to remember we have hurricanes here. We want a tree that's going to stand up to a hurricane, can grow in full sun and get, what, 12 or 14 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay, well there's a tree here that's really strong against high winds. We should go look at that one. So this is a Montgomery palm. It's a real traditional look. It's what most people think of when they think of a palm.
You're telling me this skinny, scrawny little tree can stand up to a hurricane?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's from the tropics where they get a lot of hurricanes, so it's really well adapted.
Well, what do you think?
It's a little bit too skinny.
Too skinny. You got anything else?
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is it. Great palm. This is called Bismarckia. Beautiful plant. See how strong the trunk is? It's got that beautiful blue-gray color. Really great.
Tremendous color.
This is beautiful. This is very different. I like it. Does it come in a smaller size?
Yeah, well these individuals here, they're over 20 years old. So if you get a younger tree, it grows slow, it'll stay small for a long time.
So you definitely like this one.
Oh, this is it. This is the one I want.
Now we're going to plant 6 palms in a front yard. Now I don't want to use all the same variety, so I'd like to find one with a little contrast to this.
Great.
Wow, look at the shape of this one. What is this palm called?
Well, you can tell by the shape of the trunk, it's called the bottle palm. Really, really a strong palm. It's from the Indian Ocean, very resistant against hurricanes.
What do you think, Luce?
I like it.
Well, I think if we took 2 of these bottle palms and combined it with that Bismarck that we thought earlier, that would make for a great planting.
Let's do it.
Patrick, thanks for all your help in picking out just the right palms.
Happy to help.
All right, let's slide this over once more. That looks pretty good. Now, whenever we're putting plants in, I love to set them out ahead of time so we can look at them. Thanks, guys, for all your help, because we wanted to do some screening on the front, and I think with that plant there, it'll screen it off very nicely. These 2 will go on the side, and we kept them back. If you look up, we have the overhead wires. I don't want these plants to grow up into the wires. Now, these bottle will grow very slowly, the bottle palms, but this Bismarck is going to get up faster, so we wanted to make sure we pushed it back. Now, when I dig trees at home, when I plant them, I have to make the hole 2 or 3 times as wide as the pot is, so I would be digging a hole way out here. The roots on the palm are so aggressive that you only have to make the hole about 6 inches bigger. Okay, now we want to move this tree out of the way so we can start digging. You ready? You want up here some more? All right, that's good. Okay, just underneath the topsoil is a layer of limestone coral. Now there's no way we could dig that stuff out with a shovel. So we brought in a small backhoe to make the digging for us easy. Now, it's really important that we don't plant these trees too low. If you plant them too low, they won't thrive and grow. If you plant them a little bit high, they'll get all the water and oxygen they need to grow well. So to check that height, I'm going to lay this rake right across the middle of the hole. I'm going to take my tape and measure down. And I have 12 inches to the bottom part of the rake. Now I'm going to come over to my pot. And we'll see that 12 inches is right there. That means this tree is going to end up being planted a little high, which is perfect. So right now I'm going to tip this tree down to me. We're going to roll it over a little bit. All right. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, you want to cut it? Or is it coming? It's coming. All right, Luce, come over here and just roll that right in the hole. There you go. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Just stand it up. All right, Luce, come out here with me. Guys, you can put some soil around that if you want. Now, he's going to cut that open. Look at that. See how nice it looks? We want to make sure it's straight and the wide part is right there in front, and I think we got it perfect. What do you think?
Definitely, I like it very much.
We're going to backfill with the same soil that came out of the hole. These palms don't need any soil amendments or fertilizer added to the soil. You want to come over this side, Luce? I'll switch sides with you. All right, Luce, I like to water as I backfill to get all those air pockets out around the tree and make sure all that good soil is settled down around the roots. Okay, Luce, the last step is to spread this mulch, and we're going to take and put it on 2 to 3 inches deep, no deeper, okay? Take that one over there. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to help hold moisture in where the roots are, and it's going to keep the weeds from growing, too. But the most important thing you have to do is water this tree every day for a week, every other day the second week, and then twice a week for the whole summer to make sure it gets plenty of moisture.
Roger, this is fantastic, beautiful. I want to thank you. I love it.
I had a really great time. Look at this palm, isn't it gorgeous?